Good evening, everyone. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Excellent, yes. Welcome to the 38th Annual Human Relations Student Awards Banquet. My name is Wanda Allen-Abraha, and I am beyond delighted to welcome you all here this evening. Before we bestow these wonderful awards on our student awardees, we have a few things that we need to take care of beforehand. One of which is our intro. And everyone should have a souvenir booklet, and I'm just going down the agenda that's in your souvenir booklet. And so what we're going to do right now is we're going to welcome the City of Winston-Salem Fire Department Color Guard, and we're also going to welcome Ms. Tempore Bradshaw to the stage when she is going to sing the United States National Anthem. Color Guard and Ms. Bradshaw.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Let's hear it for the City of Winston-Salem's employees from the Fire Department Color Guard and Ms. Tamara Bradshaw. We have some really, really talented people in the City of Winston-Salem City Government, and so that was an example right there. The Color Guard and Ms. Bradshaw, who did a beautiful rendition. Thank you, Tamara. Next, I have someone very special and near and dear to the Human Relations family, and that is our newly elected Human Relations Commission chairperson, Ms. Sylvia Durant. Sylvia is one of the newer commissioners, but she is a firecracker. And so the Human Relations Commission's role is to advise the Human Relations Department. They are an advisory board. And so she is the board's fearless leader. She works at Elon University, and I don't know her exact title, but I know she has to do with foundation, fundraising, that type of thing for Elon. And more recently, just prior to that, she worked for Wake Forest University in a very similar role. So, Commissioner Sylvia Durant, would you come onto the stage and we will warmly welcome you.
Welcome, everyone. We're so glad that you're here today and so excited to honor all the young people for their amazing accomplishments in working across difference. So I would like to now pass off the microphone to Wanda.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner Durant. Next, we have a longtime supporter and partner of this banquet, and that is Dr. Kenneth Simington. Dr. Simington is the Deputy Superintendent for Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. He is always available to us, no matter what we need, whether it's something with our Human Relations Commission, our Youth Advisory Council, or all things in between. He is our go-to, and we think very highly of him, and we're deeply appreciative to him for everything he does year-round. So without further ado, Dr. Simington, would you come onto the stage?
Good evening. It's always my pleasure to be able to participate and be a part of the Human Relations Banquet as we honor students for their contributions in a way that support the culture and the mission of the Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools. On behalf of our Superintendent, Dr. Beverly Emery, and our Board Chair, Ms. Dana Calder-Jones, I bring you greetings and a welcome. And just to say that as we come tonight, over the last 24 hours, in some ways our hearts are saddened by the events that have happened in our country. But tonight, we are here to celebrate with these students and these families for the positive contributions that they make every day in their families, in their schools, and in their community. And as we celebrate these students, first I'd like to say, we'd like to ask all parents and guardians of students, if you're here, would you please stand so that we can thank you for what you do to support your children. We certainly thank you. And after a long day at work, school is our work, we want to thank those principals and assistant principals, counselors, parental involvement coordinators, teachers. If you're a staff member of the Winston-Salem Forsyth County Schools, would you please stand? Thank you all for a long day. So our school district has 6 core values, and one of those core values is student-centered. And in partnership with the Human Relations Department, we certainly want to thank the Mayor, Mayor Jones, Mayor Pro Tem Dr. Burke, our council members, city manager, and certainly the City of Winston-Salem's Human Relations Department and the commissioners for allowing our students to be recognized in this way. It certainly aligns with our work of being student-centered. And so I should have practiced this, but I'm going to ask you to do this. Along with our core values, we have something called core beliefs. And one of our core beliefs is that students are at the heart of what we do. Students are at the heart of what we do. So I'm going to get a little bit out of character here. So those of you who know how to make a heart with your hand. Okay, everybody can do this. Come on. Students are at the heart. My heart's not very good. Let's try it again. Students, we are, as a district, student-centered, and students are at the heart of what we do. So thank you again for being here, and thank you for the partnership, Wanda. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Simington. And indeed, the students are our heart tonight. So just out of curiosity, student awardees, if you're here to get an award, please stand so that we can see where you are. Thank you, awardees. You may be seated. You look phenomenal, by the way. Every one of you look phenomenal. And again, my name is Wanda Allen-Abraha. And as such, I am here as the Department of Human Relations Director to welcome you and bring greetings. And I would like to recognize that we have with us tonight, representing city government, our very esteemed Mayor, Alan Joines, is with us. Our very elegant and refined Mayor Pro Tem, Dr. Vivian H. Burke is here. We have Council Member Jeff McIntosh with us as well. And of course, we have our City Manager, Mr. Lee Garrity. We have our Assistant City Manager and my boss, Mr. Derwick Page. We have Assistant City Manager Ben Rao. And I don't know if we have any other, I just thought about this, any other elected officials amongst us. Did I miss anyone? Okay. And of course, we have our police chief, our wonderful brand new police chief, Catrina Thompson, with us tonight. And I thought I saw the county manager here. Did I see County Manager Dudley Watts is here with us. So, students, look at all these people who've come out to celebrate who you are and what you have been doing so far in your very short lives. And in human relations, we do exactly this. We celebrate what's good in our community, and we strive to bring people together in our community. And so we not only enforce the fair housing law locally here in Winston-Salem, the city of Winston-Salem, but we mediate landlord-tenant complaints. We also make sure that city services are accessible for people for whom English is their second language. So we do limited English proficiency work, and we do that work also through one of our newly emerging signature programs, the Winston-Salem Building Integrated Communities Program. We partner with the police department on programs like Trust Talks, and we do all kinds of other community outreach. And so this is one of the ways that we reach out to our community and celebrate the diversity that we have and the diversity that makes us so outstanding as the city of Winston-Salem. So I want to also recognize my staff. I know over to my left, I see Adolfo Briceño, Jelani Biggs, Jamie Waldeck, and Tanya McFadder. Would you please stand and wave? I couldn't do one single thing without this staff. They are a dynamic staff. We are a small department, but they do the work of many, many people, and they do it well. So I want to commend each of you. And Jamie, thank you for being the lead coordinator on tonight's banquet. You have done a wonderful job. Thank you. And so now we are going to enjoy greetings and a proclamation for Mayor Allen Joines. And again, Mayor Joines has been a staunch supporter of the department and all things good in city government. So Mayor Joines, thank you for everything and welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, Wanda. Good evening, everyone. It's always a fun event. It's one that's an important event on the calendar of city events throughout the year. We have a lot of these, but I can't think of one any more important. And one that I come away with, and I know our elected officials and others come away with, re-energized about the future of our city, our state, and our country when we recognize these young people who have done so much in elementary, middle school, high school, and the other schools we're recognizing. I want to personally thank the parents and the guardians for your work and support of your student, and to the faculty and staff that are here from the school system. Dr. Simington, thank you, and the school system for partnering with our Human Relations Commission, Ms. Durant, and your wonderful commission. It's a great partnership, a great symbiotic effort at recognizing these young people. Tonight, my duty is very simple, just to issue a proclamation on behalf of the Office of the Mayor. Whereas the city of Winston-Salem's most valuable resources is people, and whereas they vary as to race, color, religion, sex, familial status, ableness, and national origin. And whereas in order to achieve justice and equality, the citizens of Winston-Salem must strive to create an atmosphere where all people are valued and accepted. And whereas it is important to recognize those citizens and organizations that promote a wholesome climate of goodwill among individuals, groups, and races of varying social, religious, and economic status. And whereas through unrelenting commitment, progress in human rights has become a hallmark of this great city. And through the Winston-Salem Human Relations Commissions and Department, this enviable tradition will continue. Now, therefore, I, Allen Joines, Mayor of the City of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, do hereby proclaim the month of February 2018 as Human Relations Month in our city. It's a time to recognize the efforts of those seeking equal rights for all, and to renew our individual resolve to continue the work towards fair treatment and improved quality of life. And I signed this today, so I wanted to thank you and your staff and the commission for all your hard work.
Thank you, Mayor Joines.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Joines. And now I would like to welcome to the stage our Mayor Pro Tem, Dr. Vivian H. Burke. Dr. Burke is actually one of the original city council members and back then Board of Aldermen who helped to create the Winston-Salem Human Relations Commission and Department. So we feel very honored to have her here tonight. And so without further ado, we'll have Dr. Burke.
Good evening. I was happy when I heard Tempore sing, "Our flag was still there." This great country we live in, America, America, we step forward, not backwards. When I look at the children, I reflect back and think about when Mayor Corpany was the mayor. He asked two of us elected officials, Jack Kavanaugh and myself, along with some citizens, to see if we needed a Human Relations Commission. We voted for a Human Relations Commission. We as a city, we've stepped forward. We've been ahead of so many people. We've been a good example. And when I look at the children, and I initiated a youth advisory group, and when I see how it has grown, I thank God for having teachers and administrators and parents and a department that's managed by Attorney Allen-Abraha to say, and her staff, this is an important project. When I look out at you, I say our city is blessed. And when I look at Kenneth Simington, I knew him from a little boy. And he was very close to my son. They were in daycare together. And when I would shop for my food, and I would fill up the freezer, and my son would have his buddies, I said, you better take Kenneth Simington and tell him to go home, eat up his mama's food, and stop eating so much of our food. My daughter-in-law, Barbara Haynes Burke, my son's wife, she called me to say, I would like to take you to the meeting. I said, no, I'm not going to be able to stay. And so that's why we're not riding together, Barbara. Again, I want all of you to know the children are precious to us. And parents want to know that their children are safe. And I want to tell you, we have a very good police department. And each and every day, and on occasions when I have my morning talks with the city manager, we pray that our city will be safe and sound. And we pray that our schools will be safe. And I want you to know, as a city of 240-some residents, we need you. We need you to be the ones to look out, help our police, so that they will know what's going on. And I want to say that I'm touched today as a parent, a grandparent, a former teacher, a former counselor, when our children are in harm's way. And I want all of us to pray hard that our children can come and go and be safe. And God bless all of you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Burke. And when we were talking about people in the audience a moment ago, I neglected to mention a couple of people, one of which happens to be someone who is in the room not very far from where I am, and she knows I'm calling her out. I gave her fair warning. I don't know how many years ago this was, but she received the Human Relations Student Award when we were holding it over in the Benton. And right now, she is in a very high-profile and visible position, a very important position in our community. And I am going to ask her to stand, and that is Lieutenant Patterson with the Winston-Salem Police Department. And students, if that's not a great example, I don't know what is. I really don't. And also, Dr. Cato, I want to welcome you to the Winston-Salem community, and I want to welcome you also to the banquet. This banquet has been going on for 38 years, but I know this is your very first banquet that you're attending. So would you mind standing and waving at everybody? This is Dr. Cato. I understand he's new to his position, relatively new, with the Winston-Salem Forsyth County School System. Okay, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you. Next, we're in for a treat from our Youth Advisory Council. The Winston-Salem Youth Advisory Council is also an advisory board to the Human Relations Department, and they are comprised of high school students from public and private high schools here in Winston-Salem. And tonight we're in for a treat because we are going to receive greetings from the historian of the Youth Advisory Council, Mr. Campbell Turner. And I'm sure Campbell will tell you what year he is and what school he attends when he gets on the microphone. So Campbell, welcome.
Good evening, Mayor Joins, Mayor Pro Tem Burke, City Council members, Mr. Garrity, Mr. Page, Miss Allen-Abraha, Dr. Simington, all awardees, and distinguished guests. On behalf of Jenna Barnes, Chairperson, Jaya Mishra, Vice Chairperson, Mark Bertoni, Secretary, and all of the Winston-Salem Youth Advisory Council, I bring greetings. My name is Campbell Turner, and I'm the historian for the Youth Advisory Council. I'm currently a senior at R.J. Reynolds. The Youth Advisory Council is an organization consisting of high school students from the many schools in Forsyth County. Primarily, we focus on community service, carrying out an annual project each year chosen by our members, and assisting the Winston-Salem Human Relations Department with various events and outreach projects, such as the Human Relations Student Awards Banquet tonight. It is important that we are able to recognize outstanding students across the county. All of the awardees leave a positive impact on their peers and communities. Welcome to the Human Relations Student Awards Banquet, and congratulations to everyone being recognized tonight.
Thank you, Campbell, and you did a great job representing YAC. Thank you so much. And just to give YAC a shout out, they were the ones who were taking your tickets and ushering you to your seats and tables. So members of the Youth Advisory Council, would you please stand so that we may properly recognize and thank you? And the third board that we administer is the College Advisory Board, and I know we have representation from CAB here. And this board is comprised of college students from across Winston-Salem, Forsyth County colleges and universities. And so they were helping also with ushering and all things that we needed done. So would you please stand if you are a member of the College Advisory Board? Thank you, ladies. And now we are in for a real special treat. I heard them rehearsing earlier. They were singing like little angels. They are adorable, very talented. So I would like to call over to the stage, they're waving at me too, I love it, the Ward Elementary School Chorus. So Ward Elementary, would you please come on over and entertain us as dinner is served? Let's give them a hand.
When Chief Thompson is not serving the police department, she's deeply involved in our community. She's a member of the board of directors for the United Way of Forsyth County. She serves as the vice chair of the board of directors for Collidum, and she serves on the board of directors as chair for the Mental Health Association of Forsyth County. I know one cause that is near and dear to her heart is volunteering with senior services. We are so thankful for Chief Thompson's distinguished leadership in our community. So I hope you will join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, Winston-Salem Police Chief Catrina Thompson.
Thank you, Sunny. Good evening. Integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. Those are the core values of the United States Air Force. But what I've learned from reading the short bios of this evening's award recipients is that you are not in the Air Force, and yet you've demonstrated those very clear and very adult-like values in our local community. I salute all of you for doing so. Parents, guardians, teachers, and supporters of this group of impressive young students, I'd like to ask that you indulge me as I speak directly to them this evening. Young people, please know that all of you are being recognized not for how well you play a video game, not for how many followers you have on social media, and not for how good your outfit looks. You are all being recognized for doing something that doesn't cost money, it doesn't ruin your reputation, nor does it injure the spirit of others. Instead, you all are being recognized for doing something that is basic, cost-free, and beneficial to the human spirit. You all are giving of your time, your energy, and most importantly, your love. You all have committed to a cause much bigger than yourselves, and your commitment has not gone unnoticed. Whether you know it or not, you are impacting and changing lives. You are lifting the spirit of those you help. You are changing the community in which you live. You are making a difference. While reading your bios, I noticed that several words kept popping up. Words like compassion, kind-hearted, and hardworking, dependable, and willing, just to name a few. I can tell you how proud I am to know that I am in the company of young people who genuinely care for others. I am so proud to know that you are all a part of our future leadership because your contributions, your accomplishments to our community are the things that make this world go around. In other words, you give us hope. As the Chief of Police for the city of Winston-Salem, I hold a position where I see the worst of the worst in humankind. But it's events like this one tonight that reminds me of the reason I chose this profession. People like each of you enable me to experience the best of the best in humankind. And you all are the best of the best. I hope this evening's festivities will continue to encourage all of you to always put your best foot forward. Remember this: to whom much is given, much is required. You all have been given a platform in your own community, in our community, to make a difference. Continue to make it count. And to those of you who are seniors in high school, I'd like to encourage you to explore the possibilities of getting suited and booted. To continue serving your community through the Winston-Salem Police Department. I'd love to have people with your characteristics, your commitment to serving others on my team. One of your fellow recipients, Lieutenant Katie Patterson, please stand. There she is. Don't forget where she is. She's our recruiting lieutenant. And she is here and will provide you with information on how you can join our team. We need you. I am so honored to be able to be here tonight to see those who will take the reins once many of us move forward. God bless all of you, and I pray that you will never cease in your efforts to make a difference in your community. Thank you.
We are so phenomenally blessed and fortunate to have such a wonderful, wonderful police chief. So let's give her another round of applause. And Chief Thompson, on behalf of the Winston-Salem Human Relations Commission, we would like to give you a very small token of our appreciation for all that you do in our community and for being our keynote speaker at tonight's 38th Annual Student Human Relations Awards Banquet. Thank you, Chief Thompson. Also, I want to give a shout out to the Winston-Salem Police Department. I mean, they have their whole table filled. They are an annual sponsor. And we have some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful examples of police officers and police staff in the city of Winston-Salem. We're very fortunate, and I just want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for always supporting us. Lieutenant Dobie, I know I drive you crazy. I know I do, yes I do. But I want to just thank all of you for all that you do and letting us basically have Pam Peoples-Joyner this time of year. Ms. Peoples-Joyner, where are you? She is on the staff of the police department, and she is our secret weapon for this banquet. So Ms. Peoples-Joyner, thank you for all that you do. She keeps us in line. She's a former Human Relations Commissioner, and so she knows exactly how to organize things, so thank you. Also, the Recreation and Parks Department with the City of Winston-Salem is our title sponsor this year. I don't know that anyone was able to come tonight from Recreation and Parks. If you're here from that department, would you stand? Yes, yay, thank you. You're representing your department tonight. So thank you to Recreation and Parks for being our title sponsor this year, our very first title sponsor ever. So major, major shout out to them. And for all city employees, if you are a city employee and you are in this room, would you please stand? City employees, stand up. I know you're here. And last but certainly not least, our Winston-Salem Fire Department is an annual sponsor, and they blessed us this year with the color guard, and you know we're gonna be bugging y'all every year from now on for that, right? So would the members of the Winston-Salem Fire Department who are here, would you please stand? Thank you, Fire, thank you so much. And I was remiss in not thanking our marketing and communications team with the City of Winston-Salem. They work so hard. They work just as hard as our staff does. Jim Wolf, Frank Elliott, Katie Gore, Larry Bell, everybody's spread out. I don't know exactly where everybody is in this room, but I want to thank each and every one of you for all that you do to make this banquet possible, for putting it on WSTV 13, for having it available on YouTube, and all of the other ways that we can see the banquet after tonight. So let's thank Marketing and Communications with the city. Thank you. And Allison gets a special shout out for the new design for the banner and for the new design with our souvenir booklet. So Allison, are you here? Oh yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so now, without further ado, we are going to get to why we are all here. We are here for our students. So I would like to have all of the elementary school student awardees to come forward and go over to my left where Mrs. Peoples-Joyner is waving her hand. All elementary school awardees, please come over to the stage so that we can give you your awards. Dr. Simington, Dr. Cato, do you mind coming up to the stage to shake hands? Yeah, Dr. Cato, that's how we do things. And also, Chief Thompson, do you mind shaking hands with the little ones? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, high five, that's right, that's right. And also, our readers for the Winston-Salem Human Relations Commission, readers, would you please come on up to the stage? And the readers are Sunny Haynes, Sylvia Durant, and Eusebio Velez from the Human Relations Commission. And also, we have Assistant City Manager Ben Rao coming to the stage to also congratulate the student awardees. I'm bringing it, Sunny. Sylvia, I'm bringing it, Sunny. Have it at the table.
All right, kicking it off with the elementary school awardees. From Ashley Academy, we are pleased to honor Issa Evans. Issa is considered by many to be kind-hearted and compassionate, always ready to assist in the classroom and throughout school. He greets everyone with a warm smile and has consistently upbeat, positive attitude. Issa Evans. From Bolton Elementary, Jayla Red. Jayla strives to exceed expectations in the classroom and for the school. She is respectful, kind, dependable, and a hard worker. Considered as a great leader, Jayla projects a warm, cheerful attitude to others. Jayla Red. From Brunson Elementary, Carolina Fernandez de la Cruz. Carolina is often the first student to introduce herself to others. She demonstrates compassion and empathy for students and staff. Carolina is open to learning new things, listening to others, and practicing the power of kind words daily. Carolina Fernandez de la Cruz. Caleb's Creek Elementary, Charlize Grimes. Charlize is recognized for her depth of compassion. She consistently puts other students' needs above her own. Charlize thinks highly of others regardless of race or gender. Charlize Grimes. From Cash Elementary, Weston Watson. Weston serves as student council president, participates in community service projects, and shows kindness and compassion towards others. He embodies pause by being polite, kind, willing, and safe, putting his best foot forward at Cache Elementary. Weston Watson. And we do have our honoree from Ashley Academy, Issa Evans. Congratulations. From Clemens Elementary, Addison Nix. Addison is a well-rounded fifth grader who works hard and shows a great work ethic. She is involved in church activities, volunteers with food pantries, and the Salvation Army. Addison Nix. From Cook Literacy Model School, Talia Dobson. Talia comes to the parent pre-K room every morning to help pre-K students read, play games, and clean up. She helps her teacher with morning activities so the teacher can greet students. In addition, she serves on the student council. Talia Dobson. From Diggs Latham Elementary, Aitza Viruel. Aitza is an extremely compassionate student. She always works well with others. In addition to being responsible and helpful, she consistently has kind words for others. Aitza Viruel. Easton Elementary, Bridget Bessie. Bridget, an active Girl Scout, is very conscious of the earth. She exhibits a bubbly, friendly attitude toward life and encourages others to try their best. Bridget builds friendships with students of all backgrounds through positive interactions. Bridget Bessie. Forest Park Elementary, Tajay Washington. Tajay is an exceptional student and admired by his classmates. He is a leader amongst his peers and goes above and beyond academically. Tajay deserves to be recognized for his compassionate and considerate nature. Tajay Washington. Our honoree from Gibson Elementary, Andrew Barber. Andrew is new to the student body at Gibson Elementary, but already he exhibits high levels of compassion, thoughtfulness, and respect toward others. Andrew is a true joy to have as part of the Gibson Elementary School family. Andrew Barber. From Griffith Elementary, Joe Pierre Martin. Joe is active in school and community, providing volunteer services for the Bethesda Center and the Polo Ridge Nursing Home. He has participated in the Big Sweep cleanup for his church. Joe also performs well academically and is an athlete. Joe Pierre Martin. From Hall Woodward Elementary, Anijah Robinson. Anijah exemplifies Jet pride by striving to be a positive person while showing respect, compassion, and responsibility. She works on self-improvement and treats others kindly. Anijah demonstrates a positive attitude while giving back to her school. Anijah Robinson. From Ibrahim Elementary, Bella Wright. Bella is an outstanding person and student. She participates in keeping the school campus clean and beautiful. Bella is a compassionate role model, willingly helping other students without being asked. Bella Wright. Our honoree from Jefferson Elementary, Olivia Ahira. Olivia is the definition of compassion. She is helpful and kind to new kindergarten students adjusting to school. Olivia goes out of her way to befriend students from our exceptional children's classrooms, showing patience and understanding. Olivia Ahira. From Kernersville Elementary, Camille Rojas Leak. Camille is active in her church by helping with food and clothing drives, as well as collecting items for the senior center. In addition, she participates in fundraisers and visiting senior citizens on a regular basis. Camille also engages others in volunteering. Camille Rojas Leak. Our honoree from Kimberly Park Elementary, Naisha Martin. Naisha is extremely patient with her classmates. Although she is shy, she is always willing to help when she is needed and is respected by the students, staff, and teachers. She is extremely conscientious and very respectful. Naisha Martin. From Kimmel Farm Elementary, Katie Brady Patterson. Katie is very involved in her school, from participating in canned food drives to school beautification. She is currently working with a teacher to establish a service club for students to select, plan, and execute community service projects. Katie Brady Patterson. From Conowack Elementary School, Amari Robinson. Amari is respected for his compassion for others and determination to be the best young man and student possible. He has donated clothing and money to the homeless, earning respect from his teachers for his academic, extracurricular, and social success. Amari Robinson. Our honoree from Louisville Elementary, Ellie Hicks. Ellie is a kind, tender-hearted, and caring young lady. Ellie offers to help others by offering her time and materials. She even offers forgiveness, regardless of who it is. Ellie is accepting of all of her classmates and is a friend to everyone. Ellie Hicks. From Meadowlark Elementary, Addison Davis. Addison likes helping people, making them feel better. With plans to become a nurse, she wants to continue community service and volunteerism. She spends time helping with children at her church, the Hope Food Truck, Operation Christmas Child, and more. Addison Davis. From Middle Fork Elementary, Elizabeth Delgado Gallegos. In addition to her academic skills, Elizabeth goes beyond what is asked of her. Her compassionate behavior is displayed throughout the school environment. Elizabeth is a leader and sets the standard at Middle Fork. Elizabeth Delgado Gallegos. From Mineral Springs Elementary, Jonathan Espinoza Sanchez. Jonathan has made an amazing transition to the school. He is a model student. His compassion is demonstrated through his willingness to help fellow students both inside and outside of school. Jonathan Espinoza Sanchez. Our honoree from Moore Elementary School, Nigel McDaniel Moore. Nigel serves as a member of the Sigma Beta Club, where he serves as chaplain. Through the club, Nigel volunteers for community cleanups, feeds the homeless for Thanksgiving, raises money for the March of Dimes, as well as other projects. Nigel McDaniel Moore. Our honoree from Morgan Elementary, Campbell McLean. Campbell is described as a sweet, thoughtful, and mature young lady. She is always ready to help out adults or fellow students while handling academics, outside activities, as well as sports. Campbell McLean. Of North Hills Elementary, Caleb Paul. Caleb has an intrinsic talent for stepping up to help those in need without hesitation or prompting. His compassion for others is unrivaled at North Hills. The school is fortunate to have such a genuine young man as a leader at the school. Caleb Paul. Our honoree from Old Richmond Elementary, Jonathan Bourgeois. Jonathan is always kind and thoughtful to his peers and teachers. He goes out of his way to make everyone feel special. He exemplifies what it means to be compassionate. His consistent positive attitude makes a difference in all of those around him. Jonathan Bourgeois. From Old Town Elementary, Karen Ponce Castillo. Karen is an excellent student and exemplifies what it means to have good character. She always has a smile, is willing to lend a helping hand, is respectful, and shows compassion to others. Karen is a problem solver and actively helps others. Karen Ponce Castillo. Of Petrie Elementary, Deja Cunningham. Deja searches for opportunities to assist the school and the library at Petrie Elementary. She assists with book fairs, shelving books, and giveaways. Deja also assists her mother at work with patients who have special needs. She is a part of the flag team and assists with EC students. Deja Cunningham. Our honoree from Piney Grove Elementary, Maggie Owens. Maggie always shows kindness and seeks opportunities to make others happy. She recently showed special compassion to a new student, lending a shoulder to cry on and an ear to listen. Her compassionate heart proved to be just what this new student needed. Maggie Owens. Of Rural Hall Elementary, Elia Jaffe. Elia volunteers at her church by collecting items for the homeless shelter and in the cleanup walk every year. She helps keep her daycare classrooms clean. Elia also volunteered for the Angel Tree program and was involved in an art sale for charity. Elia Jaffe. Our honoree from Sedge Garden Elementary, Gabe Eller. Gabe has been active in his community since he was very young. Some of the many places he has volunteered include Meals on Wheels, Shepherd Center, State Employees Credit Union Family House, March of Dimes, and Dewey's Holiday Store. Gabe Eller. From Sherwood Forest Elementary, Maya Rosen. Maya's teacher nominated her because she demonstrates empathy and has a genuinely kind personality. She and her family take pride in working to maintain the grounds at the school, which makes Sherwood a beautiful place to learn for all students. Maya Rosen. From Smith Farm Elementary, Nacice Smith. Nacice is a very kind girl. Her compassion shines through her outward concern for other students' well-being. There have been a number of times when she has jumped in to help ease the concerns of a classmate. Nacice Smith. From South Fork Elementary, Dar Mo. Dar Mo is very involved with her church and does a lot of volunteer work around the community. At the school, Dar Mo is very supportive of her classmates and is a tutor to other students. Dar Mo. Southwest Elementary, Kate Henderson. Kate loves to work with fellow classmates and help them feel better when they are upset or sad. While her mother volunteers with World Relief, Kate befriends the children who are new to our country to make sure they feel comfortable and welcome. Kate Henderson. From Spees Global Elementary, Melion Bird. Melion is a junior cheerleader at North Forsyth High School and loves gymnastics. I don't know that she's a high school student. She not only shows compassion to her classmates and friends, but she also has love of animals and hopes to become a veterinarian. Melion Bird. Union Cross Elementary, Ava Schoen. Ava is one of the most kind and respectful students at Union Cross. She is willing to work with others and always has a positive attitude. Ava Schoen. Vienna Elementary School, Sloan Whalen. Sloan is driven to make the lives of others better through compassion, hard work, and community service. She volunteers with the Safety Patrol, Crop Walk, and church activities. Sloan also volunteers her time with a refugee family from Tanzania. Sloan Whalen. And right before we get to our final few elementary school honorees, with the middle and high school honorees, please start lining up by the stage. Thank you. From Walkertown Elementary, Tabitha Arrow. Tabitha is helpful and dependable while she volunteers with infant care every Sunday at her church. She also helps in the kindergarten through 3rd grade Sunday school classes at Center Grove Church in Clemens. Tabitha Arrow. From Ward Elementary, Elijah Keys. Elijah was nominated for the compassion and attention he shows to all students, especially a classmate with special needs. Elijah goes out of his way to make sure that this student feels accepted, included, and is just one of the guys. Elijah Keys. And last but certainly not least, from Whitaker Elementary, Nelson Storch. Nelson is a kind and compassionate child. He helps others, welcomes new students, and is everyone's friend. Nelson shows empathy for all students. He has a friendly greeting for everyone each day and works to make others feel better if they are down. Nelson Storch. Please join me in giving all of our elementary school honorees a big hand.
Hello, everyone. So now we're going to recognize our middle school awardees. So first, we have from Clemens Middle School, Allison Furby. Allison is always willing to lend a helping hand, provide an empathetic shoulder to cry on, or befriend someone who may feel ostracized. Her community service ranges from helping to build houses for the needy to participation on a mission trip to Jamaica. Please honor Allison Furby. So now from the downtown school, we have Aisha Riddick. Aisha is an active volunteer with Hospice and Palliative Care Center and Catholic Charities, supplying baked goods and helping with the food pantry. She also worked on a project in support of her family's Puerto Rican heritage by collecting donations. Aisha Riddick. And now from East Forsyth Middle School, we have Molly Catherine Hignite. Molly is very accepting of others. She is active in school clubs, sports, volunteer work, and extracurricular activities outside of school. She exemplifies what it means to be a good citizen by being kind and sincere to all. Molly. And now from Flat Rock Middle School, we have Samuel Clark. Samuel has exemplified great assertiveness and excitement when it comes to community service. He regularly volunteers his time to assist his community with multiple organizations and projects. Samuel Clark. From Haynes Magnet Middle School, we have Kieran Kalish Kapal Shawari. Kieran, at the age of 12, implemented a way to feed the hungry in his community. He committed to water and care for, as well as assisted with, delivering over 30 gallons of fresh greens to HOP of Winston-Salem. He also wrote a grant for raised garden beds at Haynes to grow lettuce for the community. Congratulations, Kieran. And just as a reminder, the boxes for the awards are actually in the corner back here, so please don't forget to pick those up. So now, without further ado, we have Thomas Jefferson Middle School and Terrell Robinson. Terrell has dedicated himself to setting up the band room very early in the morning for all classes and has recruited others to help. He is a great role model for other male students, given his positive attitude, excellent work ethic, and commitment to helping and serving others. Congratulations, Terrell. And now we have the high school recipients. Still middle. Sorry, there was a typo. So now we have from John F. Kennedy Middle School, Rodrigo Alberto Gomez Castaneda. Rodrigo was selected for his selfless acts of kindness and willingness to help others in the classroom and in the halls of Kennedy High School. He also volunteers in his church and participates in Winston-Salem FCS Bully Walk and in his community cleanup project. Rodrigo. Now from Kernersville Middle School, we have Catherine Katie Friedenberg. Catherine is very active in community outreach through her church, school, and general community. She participates in her church cleanup, children's liturgy, Rotary Club, and Honor Society. She is also a Hawk leader, Rotary Club, and has earned the Girl Scout Silver Award. Congratulations, Catherine. From Meadowlark Middle School, we now honor Maria Duran. Maria has a lovely, compassionate spirit. She demonstrated her kindness by approaching school counselors, asking to adjust her schedule to help a new student who is struggling socially and academically. As a result of Maria's generosity, this new student is successful. Congratulations, Maria. So now from Mineral Springs Middle School, we have Rashi Roebuck Sims. Rashi is a conscientious, mature, respectful, and ambitious young man. He conducts himself with poise and kindness. He also exhibits good character, leadership, and integrity every day. Rashi has recently been chosen as student ambassador. Congratulations, Rashi. And now from Northwest Middle School, we have Caleb Gerald Smith. Caleb is an excellent student and leader, both inside and outside of the school community. He represents hope for the future of Winston-Salem. He can frequently be caught assisting with school events and at various places in his community. Congratulations, Caleb. And now we have Paisley IB Magnet School, Ilya Shiran. Ilya is compassionate and always willing to help students. She is the first to help a new student get adjusted. She also participates in Paisley's Girls Who Code after school, focusing on how to use computer programming to solve community issues. Congratulations, Ilya. From Philo Hill Magnet Academy, we have Justin Hernandez. Justin has an extremely big heart when it comes to students at Filio. He makes it his business to make friends and even smile at students he does not encounter on a daily basis. Congratulations, Justin. Now from Southeast Middle School, we have Reagan Rhymes. Reagan lives life with a positive attitude, a smile, encouraging word, and inclusiveness of others. When her grandmother passed away before her 82nd birthday, Reagan led the impactful act of completing 82 acts of kindness around her community and beyond. Congratulations. So now we have from Walkertown Middle School, Lexi Soriano. Lexi personifies what it means to be compassionate and caring through her exemplary behavior and respect to staff, students, and teachers. In addition, Lexi participates in after-school activities and is an active member of the Student Government Association. Congratulations, Lexi. From Wiley Magnet Middle School, Drew Terry. Drew is an active member of his community. In and out of school, he serves his church, Crosby Scholars, and the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Drew values his diverse friends while impacting meaningful change in the world around him. Congratulations, Drew. And last but not least of our middle school awardees, we have Ronald Devin Sanders from Winston-Salem Preparatory Academy. Ronald demonstrates exceptional support, time, and talent in helping his peers and learning community thrive. His compassion toward others makes Winston-Salem Prep a better place to learn, work, and excel. Ronald volunteers countless hours in school and the community. Congratulations, Ronald.
We begin with our high school award recipients. Atkin High School, Alvin Carlisle. Alvin is an active member of the NAACP Youth Council in Winston-Salem, volunteers with Mount Moriah Outreach Center Food Bank, and is a member to band students at his school. Alvin Carlisle. The Career Center, Sierra Elizabeth Browning. Sierra has served over 400 hours in mission work with Ardmore Baptist Church. She tutors fellow students in math at her school and visits local elementary school students to get them excited about math. Sierra Elizabeth Browning. Carver High School, Priscilla Mitchell. Priscilla demonstrates a positive attitude and selfless service. She has assisted with projects at Habitat for Humanity, providing food for the homeless and serving Thanksgiving dinner to members of the community with Destiny Temple Church. Priscilla Mitchell. Early College of Forsyth, Midian Vasquez. Median helps recruit fellow Hispanic students in middle school for the early college program. In addition, she volunteers as member of the National Honor Society and Multicultural Club. Median Vasquez. East Forsyth High School, Alejandra Rodriguez Vasquez. Alejandra is a compassionate, genuine personality and natural-born leader. Worried about her family and country after the natural disaster in Puerto Rico, Alejandra spearheaded a school-wide fundraiser to ship 72 boxes with provisions and aid. Alejandra Rodriguez Vasquez. Forsyth Middle College, Catherine Herrera Monge. Kat is a joy for all who come in contact with her and is always willing to help others in need. Her drive for education is unparalleled. She is one of the hardest working, most compassionate students at Middle College. Catherine Herrera Monge. The non-traditional students, please line up. John F. Kennedy High School, Cecilia Beck. Cecilia visits nursing homes during the holiday season and sings to residents. She raises money for missionaries and volunteers as a bell ringer for the Salvation Army. Cecilia embraces diversity of fellow students, treating all with respect and kindness. Cecilia Beck. Mount Tabor High School, Blanca Ellen Rosier, also known as Bree. Bree engages positively with students from varied backgrounds and grade levels. She is very kind, thoughtful, and interested in the well-being of everyone. Blanca Ellen Rosier. North Forsyth High School, Artie Sansi. The idea of community service is extremely important to Artie because of her personality, experience of traveling to India, and seeing firsthand the poverty of her home country. Her desire is to improve the conditions of others by volunteering. Artie Santi. Paisley Magnet High School, Emma Gautier. Emma led efforts to raise funds for the Days for Girls project, in which she collected and sent feminine hygiene kits to girls in third world countries. She also mentors special needs children in swimming and gave away her team medal to one child with autism who was disappointed with not having won an award. Emma Gautier. Parkland Magnet High School, Hassan R. Young. Hassan stands out in the crowd for his stature and as a leader in school and the community. He served as a volunteer to the North Carolina Black Repertory Company for 5 years. Also recognized for his giant smile, he is a friend and advocate for all. Hassan R. Young. R.J. Reynolds High School, Elizabeth Anderson Meese, also known as Andy. When faced with a challenging, emotionally charged situation, Andy not only shows compassion towards her teammates as their captain, but also toward the administration and entire student body. Elizabeth Anderson Meese. Reagan High School, Ismael Valdez. Ismael, also known as Ish, is a remarkable gentleman who actively serves others through various community and school organizations. His involvement in diverse in nature, and he is an organized leader in all that he does. Ismael Valdez. Robert G. Glenn High School, Harrison Petal. Harrison founded the student-run organization Core Club, Character, Opposing Drugs, Responsible Choices, Expectations. With Harrison's leadership, this organization raises awareness of the dangerous effects of drug abuse and underage drinking. Harrison Petal. Walkertown High School, Abby Elizabeth Martin. Abby interacts with students of all backgrounds and ethnicities throughout the school year, lending her skills to whomever may need them. She works willingly in the classroom as a peer tutor. Her ability to encourage students is a joy to watch. Abby Elizabeth Martin. Last but surely not least, West Forsyth High School, Catherine Watts. Working with children comes natural to Kate. A future pediatric nurse, she volunteers throughout her local church, YMCA, and the Riverwood Therapeutic Riding Center, which enables children with disabilities to experience the therapeutic benefits of horseback riding. Catherine Watts. Non-traditional and private schools. Carter High School, Joshua Wilson. Joshua exhibits a great work ethic and dependability as a vital member of the Carter High School basketball team. In his employment at the Wake Forest University Satellite Program and the Chatillon Tire Company, Joshua's persistence is admirable. Joshua Wilson. The Children's Center, Atticus Simonson. Atticus is always in tune to others who are not feeling well, either in illness or mood, and tries to cheer them up. If he sees a child that needs help, Atticus makes an effort to help them out. Atticus Simonson. The Children's Center, Cheyenne Rogers. Cheyenne has made a big impact on the staff at the Children's Center in a short period of time. She always has a smile and is excited to try new things. Cheyenne positively impacts her peers, and some have shown an increase in social skills due to her influence. Ladies and gentlemen, Cheyenne Rogers. As a reminder, for those students who have received their awards, there is an accompanying box, and you can obtain those as you leave this evening. Forsyth Country Day School, Jelon Singleton. Jelon has broken down cultural barriers at his school campus, demonstrating compassion and empathy. He volunteers with the animal shelter in the community and is viewed as a leader and exceptional student. Jelon Singleton. Lawrence Middle School, Mary Allison Carr. Allison is a caring, encouraging, and helpful student. She is hardworking in class, compassionate with friends, and has a great sense of humor. Always willing to step in and help if there is a need, she has developed into a leader in her class and in school. Mary Allison Carr. Main Street Academy, Darrell Blunt. Darrell is a phenomenal young man. He is very committed to doing his absolute best, both in and out of school. Darrell is highly intelligent, respectful, and considerate. Darrell Blunt. St. Leo's Catholic Church, Jack Semke. Jack's volunteer efforts include support of the American Cancer Society, Ronald McDonald House, Hurricane Harvey relief efforts, and the Educators Warehouse. As an active leader in outreach, he has impacted many lives within school, church, and the community. Jack Semke. The Special Children's School, Valentina Perez Arriola. Valentina is a friend to everyone. Each week, she serves as a reading buddy to students with special needs at her school. Valentina is a student leader in her classroom where she models for other children how to follow directions and do their best work. Valentina Perez Arriola. And the last award recipient, comes from Winston-Salem Christian School, Jasmine Dennis. Jasmine at Winston-Salem Christian School is an athlete and a school ambassador for events. She will complete her high school career with over 1,000 hours of community service. Jasmine Dennis.
Commissioners, would you please join me on stage? Handshakers, dignitaries, thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. Readers, all of you. The commissioners, come on back on stage. Did I not tell you that these students would be the cream of the crop? They are truly the cream of the crop. Let's give them another round of applause, please. You will notice that they are back there in the photo booth area, so they're taking pictures and having a good time. But for those of us who are still here in the main area, I want to thank you. Thank you for your support of these students. Thank you for all that you do on a daily basis, especially parents, administrators. Thank you so much. And also, last but certainly not least, thank you very much to the Embassy Suites staff. Embassy Suites does a phenomenal job every year. Thank you. Once again, students, don't forget to pick up boxes for your awards. They're back here to my left at the back wall. If you want a box for your award, do that. Chief Thompson, thank you for the keynote. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. God bless you. We hope to see you again soon. Thank you, everyone.